Hi, it's Friday. Congratulations for reaching the end of the week. I don't know about you, but I have had a really long week. And, particularly if you're somebody who has a relatively untroubled relationship with alcohol, Fridays, wine o'clock, may be the moment that you reach for a bottle of wine. If you're somebody, however, who is changing their drinking, Friday can be a really tricky moment in your week. You've worked really long and hard this week. And you want to unwind into the weekend, and it's really tempting to reach for a glass of wine at that moment. When this week in Club Soda, and as part of our Mindful May campaign, we've been talking a lot about triggers, and certainly that time on a Friday, that moment where you reach for a drink, is a really common trigger for drinking. And just paying attention to it, noticing that it happens, can be really helpful in just simply helping you decide, I'm actually going to take a different path. And at that moment, the meditation technique, which we're going to do now, which is called the breathing space meditation, is a really simple tool that you can use at the moment you feel triggered to have a drink, whether it's at wine o'clock or Sunday lunch or any time of the week. It's a really useful tool that you can use when you feel triggered to help you find just a tiny bit of space between the trigger, that external stimulus, which is something beyond you in your environment, a time of day, a place, a person, an object, whatever it is, and your internal response to it. There is space to be found between those two things, and the mindfulness meditation called the breathing space can help you just lever apart the stimulus and response and ultimately enable you to have more choices. So throughout May, I'll be here on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube talking about the breathing space meditation and taking you through it. It's a really simple meditation in 3 parts. It's about becoming aware of your thoughts and feelings and the sensations in your body. It's about centering your attention on your breath. When we talk about that, it can sound really esoteric, but we're really talking about connecting with the physical experience of your body breathing. So I'll encourage you to place a hand on your diaphragm or on your chest so you can actually feel your body breathing. And then, having centered our attention, we then expand our awareness. We're going to take some time over it, maybe 10 minutes or so together, but it's something you can do anytime. You can do it standing in your kitchen, wherever you are. It's a moment for you at the end of the day, at the end of this week, at wine o'clock, for you to find some space and some time that's just for you. So as with any meditation, you should feel free, if you're comfortable, to lower your gaze and close your eyes. Feel free to do that if that helps you to focus, particularly focus on your breath. It's really important throughout meditation to be grounded. So if at any point you find yourself really bothered or disturbed or triggered in an unhelpful way, just finding a point of reconnection, whether it's with the seat below you or anywhere else, gently opening your eyes again can be a really helpful way of just grounding yourself. So whatever else you do during this meditation, do look after yourself and keep yourself well. But as I say, we're going to spend about 10 minutes on this breathing space meditation together. So when you're ready to, we'll just take a moment at the end of this long and busy week simply to arrive. So you may want to lower your gaze. Perhaps you want to close your eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly and steadily exhaling out through your mouth, letting your body relax into this moment. Taking a breath in through your nose, letting your breath fill your belly, and then slowly and steadily exhaling out through your mouth. And taking a third breath in through your nose, and then letting your body slowly unwind. Your long out breath slows your heart rate. It's a signal to your body that this is a moment in which you can relax. And take a moment just to arrive now feeling the weight of your body in your chair, your feet connected with the floor, your hands and arms in your lap. This next little while, these next 10 minutes or so, are just for you. There's nothing else to do in these moments apart from be here and now. So as you arrive in this moment, you may become aware of the thoughts that are running through your mind. Perhaps it's the thought of wine o'clock and how am I going to get through this moment? Perhaps it's the thought that you've been carrying with you through the day, something that's been bothering you or disturbing you. Perhaps in this moment you just become aware of the constant train of thoughts, jumbled and scattered, that pours through your mind. And as you sit here, as far as you're able to, just let those thoughts be. They're not instructions, they're not a command, they don't demand your action. You can, in this moment, simply observe them as things that are happening. If you're able to, taking a step back from your thought to notice, I am thinking something. And if you're able to, taking another step back, I notice that I'm thinking something. Just finding that bit of space between your thought and your observing self so that you can let your thought be. Similarly, in this moment, you may begin to experience feelings, perhaps big feelings or small feelings, pleasant feelings that you want to lean into and get more of, perhaps awkward and unpleasant feelings that repulse you in some way. Whatever the feeling is, like your thoughts, remembering that it's not an instruction or a command, and it doesn't demand that you take action. It is simply something that you're experiencing in this moment. And if you're able to, taking a step back, saying to yourself, I am feeling something. If you're able to, taking another step back, I notice I am feeling something. And as far as you're able to, just simply observing your thought, finding that space between your feeling and yourself, and just letting it be. Similarly, in this moment, noticing any sensations you feel in your body, perhaps any stiffness or tiredness, perhaps an ache in your shoulders. Simply in this moment, like your thoughts and your feelings, just letting that sensation be. Taking a step back, that I am sensing something. Taking another step back if you're able, I notice that I'm sensing something. And again, just finding that small amount of space between yourself, between the sensations in your body and the emotions in your heart and the thoughts in your mind, and finding a place of stillness. And in that place of stillness, we turn to the second part of the breathing space, centering our attention. If it helps you, you could place a hand on your diaphragm, just below your rib cage. Perhaps you want to place a hand on your chest if that feels comfortable to you. And just notice the experience of your body breathing. Wherever you feel the physical movement of your breath most strongly, whether it's in your belly expanding, whether it's in your chest rising and falling, perhaps you feel the coolness of the in-breath as you breathe in through your nose. Wherever you feel your breath most strongly, simply take a moment to center your attention, concentrate your attention, bring your focus to that physical movement. Whatever thoughts or feelings or sensations emerge, and you will find your mind and your heart running away with thoughts and feelings. The only thing for you to do in this moment is to bring your attention back to the experience of your body breathing. All this time, your body has been gently breathing, sustaining you and nurturing you. And wherever you feel the movement of your breath most strongly, let your attention rest there. You can give your heart and your mind permission to run free just for a moment as you rest your attention on the experience of your body breathing. So from this place of focused attention, beginning to expand your awareness, feeling your breath beginning to fill your whole body from head to toe, feeling yourself breathing right to the surface of your skin, as if your whole body is breathing in this moment, which of course it is. And letting your focused attention follow your breath right to the surface of your skin, beginning to notice sounds in the room around you, the sound of my voice. Perhaps you hear sounds beyond the place where you are, in the world outside. Noticing the pattern of light on the inside of your eyelids. Noticing the sensation of clothes on your body. The weight of gravity pulling you into your chair, your feet connected with the ground. The position of your hands and arms. Bringing that focused, centered attention to the whole of your being. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. So that's the breathing space meditation. As I say, it's really simple. Just those three elements to it, coming into awareness of our thoughts and feelings and sensations. That's often where we begin to notice triggers for drinking, is that we suddenly have a thought, or we have an urge, or there's some physical sensation in our body which starts us on this train of thinking, I really want to drink right now. So just noticing that that's going on, taking a moment to breathe. All you're doing in that is just noticing the physical experience of your body breathing. And then from that place of centered attention, expanding outwards. And all it does is it just gives you literally a breathing space in between whatever that trigger is for drinking, whether it's wine o'clock or whatever it is, so that you can begin to make conscious choices. So in my work at Club Soda, I lead all of our courses, supporting people to be more mindful and using that to support you to change your drinking. There's good research evidence that a mindfulness meditation practice can help you create and sustain long-term change. So that's why it's really at the heart of what we do in Club Soda, in helping you change your drinking, is introducing these practices of paying attention and then learning to act with intention towards your drinking. Throughout May, we're running a mindfulness Mindful May campaign, you will have seen we're posting inspirational quotes on Instagram, and I'm doing these mindfulness meditation sessions, and you can get 25% off our courses all of this month. If you look across all of our social on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and elsewhere, you'll find discount codes if you want to get 25% off our courses, either how to drink mindfully or how to stop drinking, depending on how you want to change. So do check that out if you're interested in that. I'll be back every Friday during May. So if this has worked for you to get you through wine o'clock, you'll also find this on IGTV later. Do join me next Friday. I would really love to see you again. In the meantime, whatever your weekend holds for you, I hope you have a great time, and I will look forward very much to seeing you again this time next week. Okay, cheers.